Howdy guys, Keen here,
Huh?
with another speed run. I mean, that's the way you think I sound, so I figured I might as well start out at least one video like that.
What do you mean? Your voice hasn't changed.
You're
this whole
so
time.
ridiculous right now. Hey guys, we're here with a chapter, what is this, 4? Chapter 4, Astray.
Professional speedrunner, by the way.
Astray, run right here. Uncontested at the moment, so hopefully some people will start running the rest of the chapters so we can see some comparison times, because would absolutely love that. When you upload a run for the first time and there's no one in the category, you really don't have a baseline to judge what you should be shooting for. So the goal of this was just to get a cleanest run as possible with as least deaths as possible. And moving fast throughout everything, but definitely some optimization, and I think there's like 1 or 2 slight hiccups that are just immediate time saves. But yeah, I'm joined here with the lovely Kelly. How you doing, girl?
I'm good. How you doing?
Great. It's early in the morning. We are recording at 6 a.m. my time and like 11 a.m. Kelly time. So she has no excuse for being sleepy.
I'm literally so unsleepy.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. And like my eyes haven't been open yet, so like I literally just have my eyes closed.
I don't know why you woke up so early.
You told me to get up at 7.
And you got up at 5.
Yeah, but that's 10 your time, so I was technically 3 hours late. And I already apologized for this. All right, guys. Are we ready to do it?
I think so.
All right, and that was it for the intro. Let's get this speed run going.
I mean, there's already optimizations to be had on this run just in the first, before the timer even started. Mo's so cute.
Super cute.
Look at his face.
So in this part right here, I mean,
I've watched you mess this part up so many times.
I was gonna say, you know how many times I've messed this part up. I wanted to do it as fast as I possibly could, so I was trying to just like really move quick, because it's just some simple movements and it's a quick reset if anything goes wrong. I took my time on that last jump, as before I was just pulling and jumping, but after failing it like 7 times right at that point, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take a little bit longer to make that jump. Now, this is where we get access to the balloon. We don't really use it that much. Well, I guess we use it for a large bit of this chapter.
I mean, you don't want to use it.
Yeah.
Because it's really slow, but you have to in a lot of times. Like here.
Yeah.
He did try and do this without having to do all that.
Yeah, and instead of going under here, I tried multiple times to shove myself like as far close to that vent as possible, like the vent, to push me and just squeeze up through, but it
wasn't a thing.
It wasn't a thing. I tried. Forgot there was a wall there.
Yeah, just kept running, expecting it to move.
I mean, I thought I was swole.
Yeah. You thought wrong.
I was so nervous doing this.
I'm always nervous when you're doing these bits.
I thought I did decently well at getting through there as quick as I could. Little quick dashes right there.
I mean, you can only go so fast on these bits.
Yeah.
Like I said with the balloon, that's why you would ideally use it as little as possible, because it's just a lot slower in you.
I think I can make that, the first one. If I get there quick enough, I think I can just slide into there.
Yeah, probably.
And that would
it would be
speed
super
up
sketch.
Very sketch. But I feel like right there is the first like time save. Because stuff like that with the certain puzzles that have moving parts, it doesn't matter if it's like the air vents, the saws, lasers, things like that. If you can get to them during a certain like rotation and like where they're shooting, and you know exactly how far you can get, then you can save time, massive amount of time. I went here because that's very
That
sketch,
bit always
but
scares me.
I remembered that I got that during the any percent run, so I was just like, okay, let's go for it. Same thing with this. If somehow you could make this better, you could save a lot of time. Because again, these are all time-gated lasers. They go in the same
See,
order
I'm
each
sure
time
you
reach
can
here.
get
Get
there
that
on
last
this
one?
next bit. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. And then
I'm
we take
sure.
an intentional death here because the laser was on its way down. And
Like
then...
here, you could definitely go to the bottom. You just have to be
Oh,
so
yeah,
close.
you're right,
You'd be
you're right,
so
you're right,
close.
you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right.
Definitely.
Damn it, no! Oh!
It would be super close and super sketch.
Yeah, but I think if I went
the
there with the intention of doing it, I could do it.
then you, yeah, definitely.
Damn, I didn't think I was going to be able to, and you're right, I could have. Yeah, it's kind of like you just have to go in there
It's easier to see things when you're watching it back.
No, I've actually really been enjoying that. That's why I kind of like doing these post commentaries, because I feel like I can really watch the run when I'm doing it. I don't really watch. I just kind of do, you know?
I think the thing is, when you're running it, you have an idea in your head of what you have to do, and you just go and do that fast. Whereas when you're watching it, you can see anywhere that you could improve on that you're not paying attention to when you're just trying to like get a fast run in.
So right there, we clicked the button while in balloon form, and then fluttered the boost to make sure that we could get back up to the top, so we didn't have to get eaten by the plant to fly out. That is a huge time save. Watching the animation, like falling to the floor and then watching the animation, is way too long.
That was a little bit of a hiccup.
Got gold splits for days. This part right here, very sketch. Take your time on it. Make sure you hit those things.
You did that first try.
Yeah. Make sure you push that all the way to the end. Don't try to cheat it, because that stuff, if it creeps up anywhere
it'll
in
hit
that,
you on that water.
it'll kill you. Yep. I don't want to talk about it, okay? I don't want to hear your laughs. I don't want to hear your laughs. And I was supposed to go over there, too. I was literally supposed to go over there.
I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, like I said, not the cleanest run. I mean, it was a clean run, but I screwed up on a few puzzles just from trying to move.
I mean,
quick.
it was the cleanest of any other run.
Exactly.
Every other one you were dying like 100 times.
On that button back there, though, you want to make sure that you hit it on the right side, because if you hit it in the middle or the left side, you'll get bumped into the block, which like is dumb.
Chapter 4 is a lot of just slow puzzles that you can't really speed up, isn't it?
Yeah. There's certain points that you can make fast. Right here, I had this too, and then I jumped back for some odd reason, which then just put me in the same position and lost the time save that I did by jumping through it. That was just me being dumb.
You just couldn't believe that you'd made it.
Yeah, no, and I was like, yeah, I did it!
You were like,
and
I
then...
must be imagining things. I'll jump back.
This part.
Oh, yeah, you could.
Yeah!
Oh, actually, you did this bit super fast.
Yeah. Regardless of that, I mean, we almost died, but
yeah,
besides that, I feel like I could get a double fast dash through there, but it's too sketch. I feel like the ricochet would knock you back into the vent, pull you up. This is key, though. Okay. This is key, though. You want to make sure that you get that on the first lift off. You don't want to have to wait there, because, I mean, you can see how many seconds are just bled out by waiting for it to launch up again. The first rotation of that is key. Then we wait again. Hit it over and climb out. We go straight down, get the clone ready, and then make our way over to the switch. Sucked I didn't have a jump there, but we hit that switch to make the fans go horizontal, and do a vertical jump there, jump down, and then I forgot that I need to push this block. A little bit sloppy. I wish there was a way to skip this part, but I don't think it's possible. I've been trying to do this quicker and quicker, but I'm not really sure on, like, I haven't practiced chapter 4, the early parts, as much as I have other parts in the game. They're still decently fast movement-wise, but there's no real, like, tricks. This is where things get dumb. I have an issue with clones, if you haven't caught on by now. They never want to cooperate. Everything always just seems to go to shit as soon as they get involved. Just fell straight down. I think what you have to do is go pretty much completely, like, into that wall. You can't try to hit the center of it. You need to hit, like, the corner of it. So at this point, I'm very, very mad. Time save right here just by making that first try. See, I don't get it. Didn't make sense, but okay. We hit the switch. We make this first try. And then I'm trying to figure out, because I'm pretty sure I died here. And I'm trying to figure out why I did. No, I didn't. Okay, cool. I've died there before while on top of that, and I think it was just because I was too far forward. Just trying to make our way over to this block as quick as we can to push it into position. And then I think I make my way out of here too. Yeah. Had a little mishap. If I could have got up there and pushed it into the position initially, I could have saved some time. Almost died. But I think we make it over there. So, a little bit of optimization in this room can be done, which would speed it up. I also do this jump into the middle thing. You can't just, like, jump in there. You need to actually, like, spin to make yourself go vertical and catch the wind. But I feel like it saves time from sitting at the floor and just letting yourself fly up. Gold splits, though. Looking good so far. These puzzles, if anyone knows a faster way to do them, like all these ones with these moving blocks, feel free to let us know, because they drive me crazy that it takes so long to finish them. And now we got switches. So there's 3 switches through this area that we're gonna need to click in order to get this vent to work and for that laser to disappear. I always look to see if there's any tricks throughout here, but I think all of the doors are sealed pretty well. This is pretty simple. We just need to get as close as we can to the other side before that fan turns on. If we can get up here, everything's good. So we're just going to sit here, do a few hops, break this wall, move to the bottom, wait, and then ride that one across. I don't see that part going any faster. Maybe slightly, you know? If there's, like, no downtime. But a lot of these things, again, it's like a time gate. You have to wait for a certain action to be done. We get eaten. Wish you could make that first, like, before those lasers come back. but like this. It's just downtime. Like, I'm watching it back now, and I just don't see a way to make that go faster, unless there's a way that you could clip and completely just bypass it, but... it seems pretty closed up. Another part right here, possible time saves if you can make it quick enough. There's no way to make it right here. You could possibly get through that next one if you got really tight corners. I know you can't make the rest of that slalom. So you're kind of stuck there, but I feel like if you could make it there when the first wave comes, there's a possible chance that you could make it before it turns on. Or maybe like resetting the room by dying could give you a better fan order. A little less hesitation on some of these jumps could make it faster. But that's the fastest way I've found to really get through there. With at least the more consistent method. You could probably, instead of touching that wall, go straight up into that top one and go straight back down from there. But you would need your double jump out of that. Or you just use the fan and flick out and hopefully it carries you through. We do a little bit of sketchy stuff right here. I feel like that gap right there is able to be gotten through, but I wasn't gonna attempt it. And as long as you get here when the fan just starts going, you can make this. I think it would be ultra savage if you could somehow make it through when it's spinning like that fast, but I don't think it's possible. Maybe it is. I don't know. It'd be super sketch. I feel like you would die on that back wall anyways. We break the balloon as quick as possible so we can start moving on the ground. You're a lot faster on the ground than the balloon. Move that block into place and head back out. Make sure to flip the switch before you get into the balloon because it's faster. Again, breaking the balloon and hitting the switch as quick as we can. And that's the switches. Right here, time loss. I had like a pop-up that was like, you need to update something. I couldn't move my controller. I was extremely mad at this point. So I had to pause, quickly like close that, and jump into the fan. I was hoping I could jump into the fan and close it during this whole cutscene, but I couldn't move. I have since uninstalled whatever the hell that program was so that I never got an update again. So we got a quick little auto scroller right here. don't think I messed up too much on this, but could definitely be faster. Almost died here, but it was okay. What you want to do there is hit the wall twice with attacks. You want to hit the first one and then throw yourself through with the second attack. So then you don't fall up short or die. You'll just clear the wall completely and fall down. But now we got the mech. The mech is pretty simple. You just keep moving to the right and shooting enemies. There's really not much to it. There are a few tricks to the mech fight. If you look in the top left corner, there's nothing really going to happen in this first part. There's a rage meter. You'll see it rising up red. When that is turned on, you can use your cannons as much as you want and hold it down. Before that's activated, there's a heat sensor. I'm guessing that's what it is on the gun's power up itself. You have like an RPM gauge before it starts shooting, and so you kind of want to keep it right at the bottom of that, flutter it as much as possible. I was kind of going a little short on it, but this was a pretty decent mech fight. You also have a shield and then some big laser beams. I found that it's not good to use the laser beams until your character is fully in frame. And then to upkeep damage as much as possible, I didn't use them at that time. I waited until my gun was up to be able to use them. Maybe I should have done it a little sooner, but it's okay. I thought that was pretty good first phase. What I try to do is make sure I go into the actual fight with that truck car thing just about to or already in rage mode. So we're just cleaning up enemies. Now, I'm not really sure what builds rage, whether it's killing enemies or taking damage. I think a little of both. Again, I don't know. I'm just gonna shield here because I don't want to like build up a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to break that wall, so I'll just run through it. There's sometimes you'll see me where I'll be really close to having rage and I just won't want to kill anything, and I'll just like shield up and walk through them. So the second phase wasn't that good. I think we overheat our guns. No, we actually just hit rage, but we were overheated, so we had a slight little delay in being able to shoot. We're gonna shield up, hold down the trigger, shoot some lasers, and that should be that phase. Last little part coming up before we just have to like hold down the trigger and walk. I like focusing those guys rather than the people on the ground because I feel like they do more damage, and then I like using lasers on these cannons to just kill them really quick. I don't know why those birds team up with these aliens. I'm not really sure. But this was a really, really good last phase. We basically get to go into it, immediately get rage, use some lasers, we shield up, and then directly after this rage, we got rage again, I believe, and just was able to hold it down the entire last fight. If there's a faster way to get through this, I would love to know, or how exactly these things work, because like all the info I'm saying is literally just on my experiences, and I'm not really sure how the mechanics themselves actually work. This part's pretty simple though. We just kind of walk through, and then we got some you know, when they throw in actual skippable text for some odd reason this late in the game, which I always forget about. This is what I like to call a quick time event. Kelly always makes fun of me when I say that because it's not really a, she says it's not really a quick time event, but I thought like any time you have to do something like this, it's a quick time event, right? The rest of the run is pretty clean until we get to the Dylan fight. I think there was like one mistake in the Dylan fight, but besides that, the rest of the run is pretty clean. There could probably be a few optimizations in the like the chapter 4 Area 5 is really just one big boss fight until you actually get to face the boss. There could be a few movement optimizations and just making sure you actually get the attacks and leave as quick as possible. But besides that, there's no real like tricks that I found to get through this any quicker. So I always wait a little bit right here because sometimes the first hit, if you do your attacks too quick, they don't register, and then you don't have a fourth attack to rip his head off. I was trying to get up to the top wall as quick as I could to make sure I was above him, but because that's where the damage piece is, you can hit it a little faster if you do that. So a little bit of optimization thing right there. These, I did it as fast as I could, but I'm not too good at climbing these. If you touch those red ones at any point, you die, so it's kind of just like a little sketch. Main goal with this is try to keep the mech in the middle as possible. Like, it's as close to the middle as possible, and break those immediately when they come up. You want the missiles to be coming out right when that shield is able to be attacked. And again, just trying to stay as close as I can to the mech. You need to clear into the middle of the room past that first platform, or the rest of the enemies won't spawn, and you can't start getting missiles and stuff going. So right now we're literally waiting for the shield to come up. Shield's done. I stay on the roof here to avoid having to like clear that guy. Missed that attack. Got hit a little bit. But it wasn't too bad since you need to wait for that vent to open up anyways. It wasn't like I really lost any time. Just wasn't as clean. And then again, we ride to the ceiling to hop on that guy as soon as we possibly can and do 2 quick long jumps up there. I recommend going to the right side first since the mech spawns there instead of hitting the left side and having to jump over the ceiling to the or down on the floor over the mech. It's a little bit safer to hit the right side first and then just make your way up. I messed up on the dismount of the ceiling right there to attack that left monitor, but like I said, small little mistakes, but nothing too serious. Just with more practice, there could be improvement. So this guy trolled me a little bit and didn't immediately fire the missiles. I was kind of mad about that, but it was still decently fast. We try to stay on this monitor as much as we can, but took a little too far of a jump off of it to jump on the zombie. I guess he's not a zombie, he's a blob in a mech, right? This right here, you can only do it so fast because you have to wait for your attacks to come back. And that was that. Moving to the dumbest section right here. These are the zombies. I hate this part. Again, we're going to get into a situation where you are going to run out of attacks. I don't know if there's a way to kill the zombies without ripping their heads off. If there is, there could possibly be some time saved. Whether or not, like, if you take damage with those things while being on top of a zombie, does it knock you off of the zombie or does it kill the zombie? Because you can definitely lose some health and everything be okay in this section as long as you're clean. But like right now, I'm killing things and I only have 1 attack at a time, so that's, in my eyes, the fastest I could do that point, unless another method is found to take care of them. These guys I kind of take my time on. I don't like when there's too many of them to deal with at once. So I missed that for some reason, but it was okay. We were able to save it. I think I break off of him and immediately bonk him. Jump over to it. And then I took a side hop there instead of jumping straight up with a long jump, which lost a little bit of time. We're racing over to this little head. You can't skip this stuff. I wish you could. I honestly haven't tried like climbing up to the top to see if it's possible to make it through, but if there was a way to trigger the actual fight before having to watch these memories, as you can see, massive time saved. But again, I wouldn't even know how to even start testing things like that. So we get up to this guy's head as quick as possible and hit that. I think I was a little slow getting up there, but I don't think it changed too many things. We're trying to make our way over to this little like ledge. I jumped off a little too late, and we got trolled right here a little bit. Took a little long to break that shield. So we go over to this wall to drag this mech as far as possible to the right of the room so that we can make these jumps to get up and out as quick as we can. Like I said, it's a pretty clean section. Small optimizations and a little bit of like RNG could probably help out. But I came so, my God, did you see? Did you witness how close I came to just having this run be garbage? If I would have hit that, there would have been some like text pop up. It would have shown like, oh, you gained a little thing. Oh, look at this big animation. Ugh. I was so stressed right there. I was like, oh my god, I almost lost it. It was like pixels. You could have counted the number of pixels on your hands that how close I came. So we're just spamming through this text. I think I've said in the past is I wonder if playing the game on a different language would make these text prompts go faster, especially the ones where they actually talk, or is it all just a timed thing, like message pops up, goes away after X number of seconds. Not, and it doesn't care like how long the text is or how many characters it is. I would think that, you know, it would be faster to play in certain languages, but I haven't done any testing on that. If anyone would know if it would be faster in certain points to play in different languages, that would be great information. Any little time saves like that are just like passive time saves are always a great thing. And now we get the Dylan fight. First time I fought Dylan, it did not go good. I died multiple times. There were points where I was just like, this is impossible. You can't beat this. I probably had 20 odd deaths to this guy, but it's gotten a little easier. I had one little mess up with breaking its shield either on the first phase or the second phase. But besides that, that was probably a 7-8 second time loss, I would say. If you just have a clean Dylan fight, you're good to go. You just want to make sure you get the stuff done as quick as possible. You could probably, like, if you're really trying to cut off time, you could probably do a little sketchy things to break those eyes quicker, like jumping through this one phase or playing off the walls. I've thought about experimenting with playing off the walls so you're a little closer to them instead of waiting for that to come around, basically go off the wall and hit it. You'd probably be able to hit a lot of them a little bit sooner. That one right there. I clipped through it. And I'm not sure why I clipped through it, but, you know, nothing you can do. I've noticed a lot of clipping through enemies recently. I know in Chapter 2, Area 2, where you fight the boss, not boss, if you try to attack him too quickly, you'll just clip straight through him. I've actually clipped into zombies before, and clipped into the little alien guys before by just doing attacks and just happening to like be inside of them for a bit. Now right here, this is a place where you could probably get hit and hit one of those eyes during it. But I'm not brave enough to try, but that would save a little time, because you'd be able to break that second eye a little bit faster. The rest of the fight is a pretty clean fight. I think I was a little slow on the second phase of the fight, but like I said, just don't die. Get the bombs in there as quick as you can, and that's basically it. There's not much to say. I've thought about, there's like a little bit of text after this and like an animation. I don't know if it'd be faster when you kill the boss to die. I want to look into that to see if it just puts you into the next portion or if he goes through a whole like animation again dying. But I know in areas such as the doula fight, when you kill the boss, you can jump off the edge completely and you get no dialogue text and he just comes out and smashes through the wall. I haven't timed it to see if it is faster, but I would assume since there's no like text and doula coming out, that when you die and he immediately just comes out, that there's some time saved there. But I would really like to see on this Dylan fight, because there's just a lot of like downtime after you kill him. But you would have to make sure that you have low health before, because that stuff on the side only takes one health away. Oh, we did have another mess up. Missed a bomb there, so that was a little bad. I tried to buffer it up a little bit, and I should have probably just, like, hit it. We only needed one bomb to break it. And I don't think you can, like, bomb his face early. It has to be on an individual, like, phase. So, like, right here, possibly would be able to kill yourself. But you need to make sure you have low health because you're not going to have enough time to do it. And little bonk right there happens when you're trying to move quick. But I feel like if you could kill yourself right there and just warp to the next point, that you could save some time. Though I haven't tested to see if it's actually possible to be able to do it. There's our time loss. Wonderful, wonderful. That's just the difference between a good Dylan fight and missing 2 bombs right there. So as we can see, there's like already 18 seconds guaranteed that can be saved off the run. And I think with the deaths and whatnot of the clones earlier and pushing a little faster through the saws and the lasers, I don't know, like 18 seconds, so that brings it to what? What? I don't math, but I think it could be close to like 37 something. I don't think it's impossible to shave off 38 seconds from the run. Let's just say that. With super clean, fast run, getting the best rotations that you can, and finding a little skips to hit like the saw on the first phase or something instead of having to wait for it to move. Making sure you get your vents and stuff perfect, the vent puzzles, like I could see this being pushed down into 37, maybe even like 36 if you're a savage. But that's a little pushing it. Until I get close to it, I won't make any promises. Like my sum of best right now is 38:19, so I feel like I could shave 19 seconds off the run. But yeah, that is chapter 4 of Mo Astray, done fast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. We stream 5 days a week on Twitch, twitch.tv/itskeen. We'll be live today, 4 p.m. EST. We stream Friday through Tuesday, and we'd love for you guys to come and hang out with us. Yeah, we play a variety of games, and we'll definitely be playing more of Mo Astray in the future. Thank you guys for watching, and have a wonderful day.